Every month, Under the Influence showcases influencer talent. This month, presenter, event host, content creator and producer Adam Savage tells us a little bit more about his journey into video games and how he managed to create a niche for himself. You can watch the exclusive video he's recorded for MCV here. Read our edited version of the interview below. Tell us about your role in the video games industry. Adam Savage: It started for me way back when I was working with Ginx TV on writing reviews and features and segments for the channel. I still work for Ginx Esports TV now, hosting two of the biggest, highest-rated shows on the network, The First Hour and Top 10, which are really good fun. I went on to host and present shows on the channel, which was always a dream for me. That evolved into me learning many skills about behind-the-camera work as well. All these different skills that I've learned along the way have been absolutely invaluable when it comes to working with brands, developers and publishers on different content. I've hosted tons of esports live events too, working across esports as a stage host and with influencers as well. It all started out back with Legends of Gaming Live, a huge show at Alexandra Palace. I created a show, wrote it, made it come to life, created a story, a narrative, a weekend of live gameplay in action, learning all about different YouTubers, their talents, their personality traits and bringing those into a really funny show for a demographic which spans everyone from a Call of Duty audience to a Minecraft audience. Ever since then I've been able to produce and present live events for some of the biggest YouTubers in the world. I really saw the emergence of the influencer market and I knew I had to be part of it in one way or another, and I've really created a unique position for myself that no one else is doing in the UK right now. What's your biggest success story so far? I've had some amazing success in my career thus far, away from working on Legends of Gaming, working on Comic-Cons around the world as well. I've hosted and produced for the Middle East Games Con with Zerka and Vixstar 123 from the Sidemen as well as Alia and Claire Siobhan. I worked with the LEGO team in New York recently on LEGO Live. Also hosting Alia's book launch last year was a really big moment for me. Seeing someone as prolific as Ali, a huge influencer, ask me to be his host was amazing. To see YouTubers value what I do, what I can bring, whether it's in the video game industry, a book launch, a live show, is just outstanding. I hosted the DanTDM show at Insomnia over the last 2 years too, which has also been a fantastic opportunity, to work with someone as huge as Dan. That's been one of the most amazing things about this niche I found myself in. I can work with a lot of influencers producing these amazing shows, respecting what they do in the games they play, and I can help and celebrate that at different events around the world. Is there anything notable you've been working on recently? I've worked on some really huge things recently, such as the Esports Industry Awards last year. I was one of the main hosts of the awards ceremony. That was a real big opportunity and moment for me, to celebrate with some of the biggest players, brands, hardware and software developers in the world. I'm also going to E3 soon, working with one of the world's biggest publishers on the upcoming launch of a big game. To be part of the team announcing a game to the world is such a massive privilege. Front row seats, if you will, to the celebration of something brand new coming out, and to be trusted to do that on the grand stage like E3, the biggest gaming conference in the world, is something that is really special. Adam Savage hosts The First Hour on Ginx Esports TV with comedian and writer Anthony Richardson, where they play and comment the first hour of a game. How do you tailor your role working with each influencer and publisher? I've always prided myself on my people skills. I have a very good gauge for what someone's personality traits are and what I can do to really harness the best out of someone as well. Working as an esports host, for instance, I work with a lot of esports teams. Obviously that's a very different audience, very different personalities compared to working with celebrities at an event for a game launch, for instance. You always have to gauge who exactly you're talking to, what they're going to give you, and what makes for a good edit as well. Having that video production knowledge, knowing what works to offer an audience, what's engaging, what's captivating is something that I've always prided myself in. How closely do you work with gaming brands and publishers? I'm in regular contact with the biggest publishers in the UK, as I'm always throwing around ideas with them regarding new video content and live shows. But I'm also in a very unique position with my relationship with YouTubers, Twitch casters, influencers in general. They've trusted me over the years to be part of their productions, part of their content, and publishers know that, and want to bring me on board because they know that the influencers will feel comfortable with me being part of the same project. It's a really lovely position to be in, working both with publishers and content. What games are you most looking forward to this year? What games am I not looking forward to coming out this year? There are so many big ones, where do you even start? For me, obviously, tip of my tongue, Red Dead Redemption 2. I loved the first game. Rockstar Games always smash it. If it's true that there's going to be a cowboy-themed battle royale mode as well, I'm sold. I am totally sold. That's going to be great. Also looking forward to seeing Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I'm a huge Tomb Raider fan. I loved the last two as well. I cannot wait for the third one. Also very excited to see what Insomniac and Sony's Spider-Man is going to have in store. There's a lot of hype around this game. I really hope it's not too linear. I really hope it's an open world. What do you hope to achieve in the future? I absolutely love what I do. I've really created this position for myself in the industry as an influencer in my own right. I'm always open to new opportunity. That's the thing, I love working with new people, branded content, working with publishers directly on new games coming out, some of which I pride myself on, being one of the only people if not the only person in the country doing what I'm doing, and long may I continue. That's all I have to say, long may it continue. Adam Savage is managed by Hype Management. For business inquiries, you can get in touch via email at henry@hypemanagement.co.uk.